welcome back. Today, we're going to talk about horsetails. This is the time when they are popping out, and there are quite a lot of them. So I'll show you. They usually like to grow where, again, rich soil, so not too far away, sometimes from stinging nettle, and they are high in selenium. Basically, horsetail, it's like a water pill. Helps with gouts, helps with kidney stones, bladder stones, so helps with water retention in your system. Also helps with, it's a powerful antioxidant, helps with inflammation, and great benefits. So we're going to collect. You could cook it, just basically like asparagus, add in a salad, or make tinctures like we did with stinging nettles. So we could make horsetail tinctures. All right, I'll show you how they look like. Actually, behind my back you could see they're popping out right now. So this is the time when you collect also the horsetails. So there they are. They're nice and juicy here right now, kind of really watery inside, and pretty large right now. So basically this is the time to get them, the most benefits and most nutrition out of this while they're still just popping out. This is a nice spot here. So again, every time you collect some herbs, try to find ecologically clean space so you can benefit for your health and not harm yourself. As you can see, there's nice collection. So just collect them. You could dry them if you want to take. You could also helps to prevent your horsetail for women's health. Women that standing around and you have varicose veins, so they help. Horsetail actually helps to prevent that, or a little bit helps when you already have it. So if it's not a serious stage, so you could dry it out, make and use as a spice. Just add to your salads, to your food, and take a dry way, make tea out of that, just the way you want it. I haven't tried to eat raw, so I don't know how does it taste, but we're going to make a nice tincture out of it. So horsetail, lots of it. So I will leave some. The ladies went ahead, they said on the way back they want to collect some too. Well, there's plenty for everybody. So there's the horsetail harvesting time as well. All right, learning more about the horsetail, and got some quantities of horsetail. I decided while it's right now in season, better to juice it. So I had about handful amount of horsetail. I didn't pick up too much, and this is what I've got. It's a really nice and green juice. It's a bit tart on the flavor. They suggest not to overdo it. Basically, this is an ancient remedy, and ancient Rome and Greece, people already knew about horsetails and about the benefits of horsetails herbs. As I mentioned, you could dry it. You can use dry substance. Use the coffee grinder or your blender. Make the powder and use that powder as the seasoning on your food. You could cook it right now. This is how they look. It's basically like a lone candle. So right now they're closed. When they open up, they are almost like a little pine tree with fuzzy leaves. There are lots of great benefits for your health by using horsetail. But again, like any herb, consult your doctor before you start something new, and don't overdo it. Basically, it's a great supplement or herb that helps with diabetes. So when you start using it on a regular basis, check your blood sugar that it doesn't go too low. Also, since it's a water retention, so check potassium. So add to your diet some bananas or foods high in potassium, and drink enough too, since it's a water retention, so you don't dehydrate. Also, people who got addiction to alcohol, be careful, because this herb also kind of removes one of the minerals, vitamin B, part of vitamin B's that already people who got addiction to alcohol, they don't have enough in their system, and when they're adding horsetail, they might even have serious problems. So you would have to add vitamin B complex when you start taking horsetails or when you want to drink. But otherwise, it's great for your kidneys health, for your bladder health. It's used for balding, people who start losing hair. You could take internally as a supplement, or you could use as an oil. So you could make an extract, then mix it up with oil, or just cut it up. Instead of alcohol, you fill it up with your little jar with oil, let it stand for a week in a dark place, then remove the dry stuff, kind of strain it through, and use the oil that you will get for your hair. So you kind of massage it in, and it kind of stimulates the hair growth. So this is really a wonderful supplement. Also for nails, people who got really nails that are really fracturing and falling apart easily. So it strengthens your hair and your nails. It uses for edema, basically fluid retention, kidneys and bladder stones, as I mentioned earlier, urinary tract infections, and enable to control urinary and general disturbances of kidneys and bladder. It's also been used for balding, like we said, tuberculosis, jaundice, hepatitis, and for heavy menstrual period for women and heavy bleeding, so kind of helps to prevent that. Helps for weight loss, since it's a water retention, so it helps to get rid of excess water from the system. But again, when you are using on a regular basis, make sure you take extra potassium, vitamin B complex, so you don't just flush it out, other good nutrition from your system, so compensate it. Also, it's for bleeding of also nose, lungs, or stomach. So basically for heavy bleedings, people have been using that. Externally used for burns, if you burn your skin, so you could use as a treatment for your wounds, so helps to heal your wounds faster. It's a powerful antioxidant and helps with inflammation. Basically, as I mentioned, it works as the powerful water pill, so just be careful when you start using it. So let's repeat. So it helps with kidneys and bladder stones, weight loss, hair loss, gout, frostbites even, heavy periods, fluid retention, urinary tract infection, also for skin, wound healing, and other conditions. And for, as I mentioned, for people who are pregnant and breastfeeding, you have to be careful. Consult your doctor if you can use it, or wait until you're done with that period, unless you absolutely need it. People who are being alcohol addicted, so you should be careful. People who got diabetes, because horsetail might lower blood sugar levels in people with diabetes, and you have to monitor carefully your blood sugar when you start taking horsetail. be careful with interactions. If you're taking any other vitamins, minerals, or if you're on some drugs, so, consult definitely your doctor. If you're on medications, especially for diabetes, be very careful so you don't, again, lower your blood sugar too fast. And as any water pills, just be careful, so drink enough and take extra potassium, vitamin B's. And otherwise, cheers. I wish you health, happiness, and all the best. As I said, you can cook it. Many people cook it. You remove this brown stuff and can boil it. You could fry it. You could cut it up and add to your salads. As I mentioned, it has a little tart flavor, especially in the juice. So don't overdo it. Use moderation. So take like few tablespoons before meals. Each day, for example, maybe even 3 times a day, while you want to have, for example, get rid of excess water, or lose weight, and help with your hair regrowth. So just be careful, be rational, don't overdo, and stay healthy, stay happy, and wish you all the best. Bye-bye.